Hello, welcome to the presentation. Today we are going to discuss about p53 tumor suppressor gene and its functions. If you are new to this channel, please press the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified. What is p53? p53 is a gene which encodes a protein that regulates the cell cycle. The protein encoded by p53 regulates cell cycle and functions as a tumor suppressor. Hence, it is also known as TP53 or tumor protein. p53 is referred to as the guardian of the genome, as its role in conserving stability by preventing genome mutation. So, the main function of the p53 is to prevent the genome mutation. The 53 in p53 denotes the molecular mass of p53 as it runs as a 53 kDa band on the SDS page. So the p53 is a 53 kilodalton protein. Where it is located? So it is located in the chromosome number 17. Let's see what is the structure and function of p53 protein. The p53 protein is a phosphoprotein made of 393 amino acids, and it consists of 4 units or domains. A domain that activates the transcription factors, a domain that recognizes specific DNA sequence or the core domain, and a domain that is responsible for the tetramerization of the protein, and the another domain that recognizes damaged DNA such as misaligned base pairs or single-stranded DNA. Let's see how p53 regulates the cell cycle. p53 plays a major role in regulating or controlling the cell cycle or apoptosis. In normal cases, the level of p53 in the cell will be very low and it's quite unstable and degrades quickly. But when there is a DNA damage in the cell, p53 gene expresses and produces more amount of p53 suppressor protein. So in the normal cases, the activity of p53 or gene expression of p53 is very low and it degrades quickly. But when there is a DNA damage that triggers the gene expression of p53 and it is produced in large amount. The major function of increased p53 expression and the gene regulations are cell cycle arrest, DNA repair and apoptosis or the cell death. So these are the major functions when there is an increased level of expression of p53. It will causes the cell arrest, cell cycle arrest, DNA repair or apoptosis. Let's see how the p53 regulates the cell cycle. So the p53 regulates the cyclin dependent kinases 2 and the CDC and thereby inhibiting the S phase or the M phase. And this is controlled through p21, GAD D45 and 1433 sigma. So these are the regulating elements through which the p53 acts and the cell cycle arrest occurs through this process. Let's see the role of p53 in apoptosis. So p53 can activate other pathways and through caspase 9 it causes the apoptosis or the cell death. So it is done through BAX and APAF1 and then and through binding of the cytochrome C to the caspase and which causes the apoptosis. Let's see how p53 is regulated. p53 can bind to the MDM2 gene and causes the expression of MDM2 protein. The MDM2 protein can in turn bind to p53 and through ubiquitin mediated degradation pathway, MDM2 protein and degraded p53 is formed. So the ubiquitin will degrade the p53 MDM protein complex. But in case of DNA damage, p53 get phosphorylated through ATM kinase activation. Once the p53 is phosphorylated, MDM2 cannot form complex with the p53. So no p53 MDM2 protein complex will be formed. So this will further increases the p53 level because ubiquitin cannot degrade the p53. As a result, MDM2 also increases. So when there is a DNA damage, cell cycle need to be arrested. So higher level of p53 is required. So for that, phosphorylation of the p53 will occur through ATM kinase. Once it is phosphorylated, it cannot bind to the MDM2 protein, and thereby it will not be degraded by the ubiquitin pathway. So the level of p53 will stay increased or stay in the higher level. Once the DNA is repaired, ATM kinase is inactivated and this will dephosphorylate the p53. Once the p53 is dephosphorylated, MDM2 complex is formed with the p53, and as a result ubiquitin acts on the p53 MDM2 protein complex and the level of p53 decreases. If p53 gene is damaged, tumor suppression will be highly reduced because this pathway will not be active. More than 50% of human tumors contain a mutation or deletion of the p53 gene. The degradation of p53 is, as mentioned, associated with MDM2 binding. In a negative feedback loop, MDM2 itself is induced by p53. You can see the previous slide. There, the activation of MDM2 is induced by p53. However, mutant p53s often do not induce MDM2 and are thus able to accumulate at very high concentrations. The mutant p53 protein itself can also inhibit the normal p53. These are the references if you would like to go and read more on this topic. Hope you are clear with this topic. If you like the video, please press the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you.